Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Moon and Sky here on Terenas. Yes, it is Sky, not soccer. Right now, Moon, I guess the only strategy that I can say he is going mass Ancient of Wars to counteract the mass tanks and mass. Well, meanwhile, we have mass flying machines and mass Dragon Hawks to counteract the Hippogriffs and Chimeras, or Shimras. I don't know the correct pronunciation on that. I've heard both. Anyways, over here we have the Pandarian Brewmaster sitting at level 4, and we have the Demon Hunter sitting at level 5. More creeping coming in, nothing for the Blood Mage to really siphon mana on right now, and Slippers of Agility being picked up. Let's see, food army sizes 77 over 96 compared to 80 over 90. So both players sitting at the almost high upkeep, just doesn't want to get there. Right now, Workshop still pumping out flying machines. That is so many flying machines, so many air units right now. And now the Troll Shadow Priest should probably get his mana siphoned and then transfer back into probably the Paladin or some other unit right now. Still additional creeping. Blood Mage now finally getting to level 2, but with Moon clearing off so many creep camps early, it is going to be very, very difficult for Sky to really level up those heroes right now. The main swarm of an army is now trying to fly to the north. Kind of hard to fly, like keep track of so many flying units. Ooh, Breath of Fire! Pandarian Brewmaster running into a whole bunch of flying machines. Breath of Fire and getting a lot of those units, and now Demon Hunter getting a nice mana burn as well. So very nicely done. Flying machines once again trying to move back away, heading back over across this river, and trying to head home safely right now. Once again, Moon surrounding each of his Tree of Lives with 3 to 4 Ancient of Wars. The Tree of Eternity is still sitting in place, no other gold mine he can entangle. Druids of the Talon standing close by as well to get off in a Fairy Fire onto those siege engines in order to take them down more quickly. Sky siege engine very low on hit points. Staff of Sanctuary. I was going to say no Staff of Sanctuary from Sky. Right now we have, what, 6 towers, and wow, quickly taking a lot of damage on that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter being forced to once again roll to the back of the bases. Now, I think it's just purely going to be a hero advantage at this point. I think the level 5 and level 4 Pandarian Brewmaster will be able to overcome the rest of the army. Everything else seems to be a fairly good matchup. Nothing really good to counteract the Druids of the Claw from Sky, but every other unit, the Dragon Hawks, the siege tanks, or the siege engine, sorry, and the flying machines, good counters everything else right now. Flying machine now taking damage, and wow, there's a large pack of hippogriffs. I'm not sure who would win in a fight of that many hippogriffs versus that many flying machines. And the flying machines would be able to splash a whole lot of damage, and I think as long as the swarm is right and the Breath of Fire doesn't hit, that maybe the flying machines would be able to be on the winning side of that particular fight right now. Moon still sitting at 77 over 100, massing up gold, massing up lumber. Not quite sure what's going to happen, and I really wish some action would just come into play right now. There's so many units, an 80 food army pretty much on both sides of the map, and no one's doing anything right now. No Ancient Protector finally being built down by Moon over here to counteract, and now we have a siege engine coming in. That siege engine getting scared away by 4 Ancients of War, and now here come that flying machine now trying to take down that low hit point tree, or that Tree of Life. Not very low hit point. Hippogriffs now coming in, and now flying machines trying to come back in. Flying machines doing volleys, doing hit and runs, and Hippogriffs trying to come back around. Breath of Fire misses, and let's see what's really going to happen. No, main armies are pretty much 77 over 100, so Moon didn't lose anything, while Sky is now sitting at 69 over 1,000. So Sky losing a couple units pretty quickly. Low hit point Dragonhawk Riders now getting focused down by those Hippogriffs. One goes down, another goes down. Definitely not looking good, and the Pandarian Brewmaster at level 5. That is GG. Level 5 Pandarian Brewmaster versus Flying Machines. I'm sorry, Flying Machines, I hardly knew the Tree of Life now coming. Tree of Life now getting reinforced by those Ancient of Wars. But Sky has to know that this is pretty much an uphill battle. The Siphon Mana strategy will not work. The Blood Mage is not level 3, not able to drain the mana quickly enough out of that Pandarian Brewmaster. I think level 3 Breath of Fire does 210 damage, and if you see right here, that Flying Machine only has 200 hit points. One Breath of Fire, if those Flying Machines are not clumped up really, really well, that is the end of that 12 to 15 food army right there. Anyways, Demon Hunter now trying to come in with that Pandarian Brewmaster. Both players coming in, both players having Staff of Preservations and Staff of Teleportations. Now Demon Hunter trying to take down that Mortar Team. Mortar Team, I guess, counter to some of those units. Breath of Fire being cast. And yeah, those militia taking a lot of damage and taking some damage. One more hit. No, somehow you survived that hit. No, able to finally get back out of there. And the Demon Hunter and the Demon Hunter and the the Demon Hunter and the Pandarian Brewmaster are now moving back out. We finally have Knights coming in from Sky. So Sky now producing Knights as well, sitting at high upkeep. Not quite sure why he wants to be in high upkeep right now. He's definitely going to be losing in the economic fight, as he's only mining 8 gold a round compared to 16 a round. No, Moon now breaking into high upkeep as well, excuse me. So both players breaking up into high upkeep, getting 8 gold from both of those gold mines at the same time. And now massive flying machines and griffins joining in the army. More, let's see what's going to happen here. We have mortar teams trying to clear out some of those sentinels. Breath of Fire, and down goes a couple of flying machines. More flying machines trying to come in. Wow, those flying machines, not quite sure what can really be done at this point. Flying machines now trying to come in to the north. Mass Hippogriff Riders. Those Hippogriff Riders are fully upgraded and have Roar. So that Roar may be enough to really just offset everything right now. 98 food army versus what I expect to be probably about a 98 food army, 95 food army as well. And here come the mortar teams. Mortar teams quickly trying to rain in some shards of damage. Flying machines trying to run back in. Pandarian Brewmaster having too much mana. And just waiting for this fight. Come on, guys. I want to see what's going to happen. Ancient of War is now trying to eat some trees so they get some regeneration over time. And Griffin Hawk Riders, we have a Scout Tower now being not being upgraded yet. Mortar teams trying to rain in more damage, trying to take down some of those trees. Demon Hunter trying to figure out if he can poke off some of those units. And now we have Druids of the Talon getting Fairy Fired and getting Fairy Fire off. And now here comes the main fight. Now we have a lot of towers here, 4 or 5 towers, and militia now coming in. So all the units. We have 8 Ancients of War, Flying Machines, Mortar Teams, Hippogriffs, Chimeras, Bears, Griffins, Dragonhawk Riders, and here comes the fight. Hippogriff Riders coming in. Breath of Fire taking out a whole lot of units. I wish I could explain what's happening. Just watch. And those Ancient of Wars now coming in, starting to soak up that damage. Level 6 on the Pandarian Brewmaster. The Paladins now at level 2. Earthstorm and Fire just running around. Hippogriffs eating apart. Superman now flying around, able to deal damage, and there, that is the game. So Moon winning with 2 level 6 ultimate heroes in that last fight against Sky. Hope you guys enjoyed that game. That was a pretty big fight at the very end, but still Moon somehow just overran Sky's army. Breath of Fire really took a toll on those flying machines. Once again, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. For those on the live cast, I have, I think, 4 more games, but I'm going to need a drink of water. Thanks for watching.